Hello, beautiful. Welcome to your Yin Yoga practice to feel expansive and open in the body. You may need one block if it's accessible and available for you, otherwise, it is not required. We'll begin laying on our backs in Shavasana, extending the legs out long, palms shining up towards the sky, and softening your gaze or even closing the eyes. Allowing yourself to feel the length of your spine on the mat. Taking this moment to drop into the body, into the weight of your being as you lay on the floor. I invite you to place one hand over your heart and one over your belly. Start to tune into your breath. Feeling your hands rise and fall. See if you can bring that breath even deeper into the hand over your belly. Take one more breath here. Now bending through the legs, extending the arms out long beside you. We'll move into a supported bridge. So if you have a block, you can place it underneath your hips here, finding a nice sweet spot to land. Arms by your side, knees bent, feet flat on the earth. Now you can stay here, or you can extend the legs out long to go even deeper into the psoas, the front of the hips. Bringing your breath into the places that you feel sensation, energy, a stretch. Now you can hold here in whatever variation that you have found yourself in, or you can take it a bit further and bend one knee, pulling it into the chest. And what we really want to do is allow gravity to do most of the work here. So there's no need to pull the knee in towards the chest any more than it already naturally is. You can keep the other leg extended out long, or bring the foot flat on the earth and keep it bent. We'll land here for a few moments, breathing deeply into the sensation, into what we're feeling. And if you were taking the bent knee variation, begin to switch sides, pulling the other knee now into the chest, letting gravity do most of the work, and either extending the opposite leg long or keeping it bent with the foot flat on the earth. Softening with each breath. And taking one more deep breath here. And bringing both feet flat on the mat now. Carefully lifting the hips to remove any prop that you may have been using. Bringing your hands either on the belly or on the hips. Just rest here for a moment before we move on to our next pose. For our next pose, we'll take an ankle to knee. So flexing the right foot, lifting it up, and bringing that right ankle over the left thigh, opening up through the hip here. So you can stay here or bring the legs in towards the chest, holding onto the back of the thigh or the front of the shin. You can even use blocks or furniture, whatever is nearby, to place that left foot on for a bit more support. So finding a variation that feels good, protecting the knee through flexing through that right foot, breathing into the lower body, allowing for a soft opening, so there's no need to go all the way in any pose to start. Allow time, gravity, and your breath to assist you in this opening. Offering all the love to your body with this space that you've created. Taking 3 more deep breaths in this pose, perhaps exhaling out the mouth this time. On this final exhale, bring that left foot back to the earth, and we'll take a supine twist. So you have a couple options here. You can cross the right leg over the left completely and then drop the legs to the left, or straighten out the left leg, bend through the right leg, and then bring it over for your twist. So find what feels good, keeping the shoulders mainly rooted on your mat. You can extend the right arm out into this cactus shape, or nice and long or diagonal. And I encourage you to look up here rather than to the side. Since we will be holding this for a bit longer, we'll be mindful of our neck. Breathing into the torso, into where you feel this twist, taking as long as you need to adjust. And eventually finding a point of stillness as you open. One more deep breath in and let it all the way out. Carefully bringing your hips back onto the mat, bending through both legs now with the feet on the mat. Take a moment of rest before moving on to the other side. Notice how you feel, how your body feels. And when you are ready, lifting the left foot up, flexing the foot, and hanging that ankle over the right thigh. Either staying here or pulling the knees in towards the chest. Once again, using any props or assistance of materials around you to help make this more of an easeful pose as we hold. Keeping that left knee nice and open. Just being gentle with where you're at right now. Tuning into your breath and closing the eyes if that feels good. Take those final 3 deep breaths here. And on your next exhale, bring the foot back down to the mat. Taking whichever variation of your twist you took on the other side. So perhaps crossing the legs, relaxing them down towards the right, or straightening out through the right leg, bending through the left and bringing it over across the body. Rooting your shoulders as much as feels good, keeping the gaze up or eyes closed to go inward, and extending the left arm out, feeling a deeper elongation and stretch here. And once again, returning to your breath as you move life force energy through your body, through this pathway of your breath. And take one more deep breath here. And at the end of your exhale, when you breathe life back into your body, bring yourself back to center, bending through both legs, placing your hands wherever feels good on the body, taking a rest moment. Noticing how your spine feels, your hips feel. Just noticing how your body's doing now. And it's time for our next pose, banana pose. So we'll lift the hips up, shift them over towards the right side of the mat. The upper body is going to shimmy over towards the upper left side of the mat. And then the legs are going to start to walk themselves to the lower left side of the mat. So we're making this half moon or banana shape. So if you want to take this deeper, you can reach the arms above your head. Maybe hold on to opposite elbows. And to go even deeper at some point, or even now, you can cross that right ankle over the left. No matter where you are, shimmying and finding that sweet spot here where you're feeling a nice long stretch in the right side body. Making sure that both sits bones are on the mat here, that we're not lifting one or the other to create a stretch. To the whole front of the body facing towards the sky. And as soon as you find your position, take your time. Return to your breath. And feel free to go inward. Three more deep breaths. Uncrossing the legs, shifting the upper body back to center, taking your time. And we'll move on to the other side. So bend through the knees, planting the feet on the ground. Lift the hips, shift them over to the left. Legs go down towards the bottom right, and the upper body shifts to the top right. Finding whatever variation feels good, making sure that both sits bones once again are grounded here, so that your whole front facing body is looking up towards the sky. Finding that long, deep stretch in the left side body. And coming home to your natural rhythm of breath. Closing the eyes. And letting yourself be heavy as you open. and taking final 3 deep breaths in this pose. On your next exhale, shifting the upper body back to center, the legs uncross, bending through the knees and bringing yourself to the center of your mat. Keep the knees bent, hands on the lower belly. Allow the knees to drop in towards one another. Notice how you feel, and once again, resting here. We'll bring the knees in towards the chest, giving a little massage to your lower spine here, a little rocking from side to side. So whenever you are ready, you can roll onto your side and come on up. We're going to take a seat and extend our legs out long in front of us. You can let the feet just be relaxed here. There's no need to point or flex unless that feels really good. What we're going to do is find a nice tall spine, heart over the pelvis, head over the heart. And begin to dip the chin towards the chest, feeling the weight of the head come down and slowly coming forward into your fold, keeping the head heavy here. So with the head heavy here, we're going to feel this more so along the spine. So bring your natural breath there. If you're starting to feel it more in the back of the legs, bring your breath there. But there's no need to reach towards your toes or your knees. You can allow the hands to rest at your sides, palms face up. Letting your shoulders be heavy. Just breathing into any tightness, tension, any opening that's occurring here. We'll be here for about a minute or two. So at any point you feel called to deepen in the pose, feel free to come forward a bit more or allow yourself to grow heavier over your legs. Continue to breathe deeply. If it feels good to take slight, gentle movement side to side, maybe pausing on one side to feel a different sensation, and then moving on to the other side. Listen to your body, explore. And take one deep breath here, and letting it out fully and completely. On your next breath in, keep the head heavy and bring your palms beside your hips. Using the help of your arms here to roll up through the spine nice and slow. Maybe even using your hand to help you bring the chin up to center. You can stay here or bend through the knees, finding an easy seat. Palms on the knees, face up or down, closing the eyes and allowing the spine to recalibrate, your energy to circulate. We'll move on now to our next asana, facing the long ways of the mat, extending the legs out wide. Keeping the knees pointed up here, the legs don't have to be completely straight here. You can allow the feet to be relaxed. And if you have any props that you'd like to bring in front of you, you can, just to be a supportive factor. What we're going to do here is take a nice forward fold, but I encourage you to keep the spine nice and long this time. So nice straight spine, rooting your sits bones into the earth below you, charging up your lower body with this golden energy of Mama Gaia, Mother Earth. Relaxing your hands forward, perhaps using a block to support your arms here as you maintain a nice tall spine all the way through the crown of your head. Returning to your breath, grounding with each inhale, releasing with each exhale, and only going at about a 5 out of 10 here. There's no need to push yourself in this pose. Honor where you are at now. 3 deep breaths, finalizing this pose. And on your next exhale, beginning to use your hands to press yourself back up to center. You can even use your hands to bend through the legs here, gently bringing them back into an easy seat, a cross-legged position. Bringing the palms on the knees either face up, down, or in any mudra that feels good. We'll take a moment of rest. Just checking in with how you're feeling, how your body's feeling, and allowing the energy to circulate and move throughout the body. Blinking the eyes open, we'll take some flows with our arms to open up the heart. So inhaling, opening the arms out wide. Exhale, wrap your arms around yourself in a hug. Once more, inhaling, open. Exhale, wrap yourself in a hug. Inhale, bring your hands to your side. Continue to breathe as you roll the shoulders up and back. Bringing the arms forward now, bending through the elbows. We'll bring the left elbow underneath the right. Back of the hands come together, or you can bind the hands here in eagle pose. Inhale, lift the elbows up. Exhale, bring them down towards the belly, round the spine. Inhale up. Exhale down once more. Breathe it in, bring them up. Exhale, open the arms out wide. And moving on to the other side. So the right elbow underneath the left, creating that bind. We'll inhale, lift the elbows up, relax the shoulders down. Exhale, bring the elbows down as you round through the upper back. 2 more times with your breath. Your next inhale, rise. As you exhale, open the arms out wide and relaxing them down to your sides. We'll close our practice with a pranayama practice called alternate nostril breathing. So we'll be breathing in through one nostril and out the other, breathing in through that same nostril and then out the other. So we'll bring our fingers to the third eye point, our forehead here, and use our thumb and ring finger to cover. So we'll cover our right nostril here, breathe in through the left, cover the left nostril, uncover the right, and exhale out through the right nostril. Inhale in through the right nostril. Hold, you're going to cover it, uncover the left nostril, and when you're ready, breathe out. Inhale in through the left nostril. Full breath in. Cover it, uncover the right nostril, and exhale out. Inhale, right nostril. Cover the right, uncover the left. Exhale it out completely, nice and slow. At your own pace now as you breathe in. taking one more round, slowing down your breath. And on that last exhale, releasing the hand down, inhaling fully through both nostrils and exhaling out fully through the nose. Allow yourself to close the eyes. Take this moment of rest to notice how you feel. I invite you to bring one hand over the other on the heart, sending gratitude and love to your body, to all that is. We'll bring the palms together, bring the thumbs to the third eye, rising, and if you choose, bowing. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing. Let me know how you're doing, how you're feeling, how this went for you in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe for more. I'm sending you so much love. Hope to see you in another video and practice very soon.